Hello, welcome to Who Are You? This is a podcast where we're watching fucking Battlestar.
Listener, in case you couldn't tell, there was a chunk of podcasts we recorded quite ahead of schedule, and we're now past a certain point in time.
Yeah.
If that helps.
Yeah. It's the 21st of January as we're recording, and things have been better, internet. It's not apocalyptic yet. I don't know. A little piece of me refuses to believe that it will get truly apocalyptic. Like, I have to hold on to some hope, right? That might be naive optimism. That might be, I'd like to think it's not coming from a place of privilege that I may or may not have, depending on who I'm talking to at that moment. So yeah, how are you, listener?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
I can't.
Should we introduce ourselves just in case this is someone's first episode of this podcast
God,
ever?
If this is your first
what a
episode
mistake you've made if this is you, listener.
Go back and listen to the one right before this.
Where we still had optimism and hope in our souls and such. I'm Laura.
I'm Xhafer, and we're talking about Battlestar Galactica 2004. This is season 1, episode 7, 6 Degrees of Separation, which is a fun episode. I wish.
Yeah.
I really like this episode.
I struggle with the 6 shenanigans a little bit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. The shenanigans where we're like making out with Gaius every 2 seconds. I struggle with that.
That's fair.
Like,
it's obnoxious.
In Gaius's brain, because I am like dying of secondhand embarrassment whenever someone observes Gaius being truly, absolutely unhinged weird. I cannot handle it. I'm so embarrassed for everyone involved and I want out. But yeah, this is a generally pretty fun episode of show. Aaron was editing some of our back episodes the other day, and he was going to cut a bit, and he was like, dang it, I can't, because then you made a joke about everything being on fire, and this is while LA was like currently burning.
Oh no!
That was not happening when we recorded, but was happening while he was editing. And so
was it close enough to release? Okay.
Yes, it was pretty close to release too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry,
like,
Los Angeles.
Literally and figuratively, everyone on fire.
That is so unfortunate. I am not a soothsayer, and I did not have advanced knowledge of events, so I don't feel bad about it, but I sure as shit don't feel good about it.
Right.
Anyways, we should probably just get into this episode. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better getting to spend time with one of my best buds talking about Battlestar. Maybe that will
I know
help.
I always do.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I had someone more in my daily life that I could talk to about Battlestar. Like, new semester just rolled around, right, at OU. And I have had to squelch the urge to ask every new person I've met in this first week if they watched Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. I just started a new job, and today I went and had lunch with 2 of my coworkers who are like not in my immediate vicinity. It's like my boss's boss and then my boss's peer, because my team is made of 2 little teams. And he's the leader of the other team that I sit with that does very different stuff than what I do.
Sure.
But I went and had lunch with them today, and like 3 minutes out of the office, one of them's like, oh, I've been watching The Sopranos again. And I'm all like, yes, TV. Maybe there's a chance. I've been rewatching Battlestar Galactica 2004. And they're all like, oh, I missed that one. Both of them were just like, oh, I haven't seen it. I'm just all like, ah!
Yeah, yeah. It hurts when it's crickets.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh man. That's why I've been just pushing that urge down so hard. It's like, I cannot be the weirdo who brought up Battlestar Galactica the first time we met. I cannot do it. Do not do it, Laura.
Do it. Well, the good news is next week it's the second week of the semester, and you won't be the weirdo for bringing it up at that point. You're just small talking.
Mm-hmm. We'll have fought through some stuff together now.
Yeah.
Now we're trench buddies, and you have to tell me if you watch weird TV like me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what trauma bonding is for.
Yep.
Speaking of trauma bonding, we open on Baltar looking around the Cylon cell samples that he has, trying to find a difference.
Yeah, I just wrote shit in a microscope, but that would make sense that it's Cylon cells.
But he's also talking about God as he just gets down on blaspheming in front of 6PT.
Yeah, she's pretty annoyed at this.
Yeah, she sure is. She's interested in saving his eternal soul, but he solely wants to fuck.
Hey, I just noticed something in my notes.
Yeah.
6PT in this scene is in a green dress.
Huh.
Not a red dress.
Wardrobe? I don't know.
I'm like, does it mean something?
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's always been a red dress, but maybe I'm misremembering things.
It's usually, I mean, the red dress is like the iconic 6PT look.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. There's probably someone who's done a lot more research into this show that talks all about the different color dresses and what they mean for 6PT.
Yeah, too bad I can't look up that paper, that thesis.
And I won't. So we're just going to have to live with it.
Yeah. That's the complementary color to red.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's supposed to be a meaning there that I'm missing out on. I'm going to put a pin in that.
The meaning is that this episode takes place on Christmas. They just don't have Christmas yet.
Sure. Yeah, she's really harping on that monotheistic male god. She specifically uses he, him pronouns.
Sure does.
I wonder what this means. I don't know.
That's fair. Baltar is rude as fuck about this, so she ghosts him in his own mind.
He tries to get her back with like baiting her and calling her a sexy toaster.
Yeah, not gonna do it. There's no sexy racism, Baltar. It doesn't exist.
The hot Halloween costume of 2004, sexy toaster.
In his mind palace, he resolves to summon a brunette when Duala knocks on the door, bringing him to CIC.
She not only comes to the door, she comes to the door while he's yelling about foreplay.
Yep.
And again, everything with Gaius Baltar gives me secondhand embarrassment. Like,
as it should.
I am just horrified by this. This is the kind of stuff under any other series where I didn't have to like watch every second. I would get up and walk out of the room.
Yeah. So they're in CIC. He walks in and he finds Six talking to Adama, Tai, and Gaeta.
Yeah, but at first he doesn't think she's real.
Yeah.
And he makes a comment about her outfit choice, which everyone hears.
Yep.
Oh, man. This is, I mean, I'll give credit to our actor here, whose name I have forgotten. He's really good at this. Like,
yeah,
it's really good.
James Callis. He's great.
James Callis.
Excellent actor.
James, killing it. Absolutely killing it. It is terribly uncomfortable for me.
He's like having this conversation that he thought was private, but isn't, and everyone's reacting, and it's a lot of fun. And Adama looks at him and says, "Is something wrong?" And this is the biggest fuck up of this episode, because if Gaius had just gone, "This was this person. She died next to me on Caprica during the invasion. Like, she's a professional associate. She died on Caprica during the attacks. She can't be here. This must mean she's a Cylon. We have to, like," if he says that immediately before anything else can come out, before there's any accusations at him, it immediately flips the script.
Exactly. He should have gotten the drop on her here and now.
100%. Yeah, like, this is a Cylon. This is someone that I saw die on Caprica. There's no fucking way. Fucking, Boomer saved me. Like, I'm the only person, like, she wasn't on the ship with me. And the 12 refugees that made it from that area of Caprica, there's not a lot of us.
Right.
There's the old lady, there's the little kid who we've already forgotten about, some randos, and me. So.
Yeah. But instead, he's too busy, like, pulling his foot out of his mouth and can't formulate a thought to get the drop on her. So she gets to declare him a traitor right there in front of everyone.
Yep.
And now it's too late, Gaius.
After theme, Baltar tries to dodge these bullets, but is super rattled.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that we are having this conversation in the middle of CIC.
Yeah, she's got this CD that's an octagon.
Uh-huh. We actually paused it to count the sides.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at this. Our DVDs are like cool shapes.
Yeah.
Neat. Don't think it would work, but maybe it would. I don't know anything.
Yeah. I mean, the parts that would still have the circle on the inside would work exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
So
you could still just like cut a weird shape, but circle on the inside.
Yeah, because CDs operate the same effective way as a vinyl record and a laser disc, only they're digital instead of analog. Like vinyl and laserdisc are analog. CDs are digital, so it's stored in zeros and ones. So it's highly compressed. Yeah.
Yeah, but this CD-ROM has proof of Gaius's treason on it.
Yeah, there's a someone planting a bomb.
Someone set up us the bomb.
Who may or may not be Gaius.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's like watching her walk them through this video, and he's shown entering a private military server, and he's like, there's nothing criminal about that. And I wrote question mark.
Just say, well, that's fake, obviously. Like,
right. There's nothing illegal about that. Okay, Gaius.
Right.
What a weirdo. He's so weird. Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's going to take a few days for CSI to enhance the image here.
Yeah. Well, at least, it's going to take a few days instead of just enhance.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, Gata tells us later, oh, this was clearly fake, right?
Yeah.
But he said that he basically admitted that he was in that server room. And are the writers fainting us here to make us wonder if he's also a Cylon?
Probably.
Yeah. Because he's definitely admitting that he went in there. And we knew back in the miniseries, right? That he did her some kind of favor.
Yeah, we saw him like go to a building and did her a favor that was nondescript that they didn't show us. That might be this thing.
Yeah, yeah. So we have enough there to wonder, like, uh-oh. Gaius too?
This might not even be a fake. Gaius could just be lying to us as an audience the entire time.
Right.
Because the timing does work out. Now, I don't know that he'd put a bomb. Because it's like we see the detonator and stuff. Like it's clearly the detonator for all the bombs that they have on Galactica and stuff.
Right.
So I don't know that he would.
We don't think that the favor he did was a bomb, like from seeing the miniseries. It seems more like the favor he did was like a virus or, a backdoor or something, cyber sinister.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
So the bomb is inconsistent with like what we would think to be true.
Yeah. After all this, we get our timer of a couple of days, and then we go down to Chief and Callie, who are trying to figure out the Cylon Raider, while Starbuck begins moving on crutches. It hurts real bad, but Coddle has go ahead and retained all the Tylenol on the ship for personal use.
Is it Tylenol, though, or is it opiates? Let's be real.
It's 2004, so I feel like if this show had been just 5 years later, it would have been opiates, and that would have been a subplot.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Doc Coddle's opiate addiction.
Doc Coddle goes on walkabout, just what we needed.
You've been riding my butt about stems all year. Enough!
Exactly. He's just like walking from ship to ship. Hilarious. Hilarious. He also has like a trans-dimensional cigarette in the scene. We had a funny moment where they're cutting back and forth. So Starbuck is trying out her crutches and Lee is trying to be like supportive and Coddle is watching. And there's a time that like clearly in this shot, he does not have a cigarette in his mouth. And then next shot, which is supposed to be just like same time, but different angle, he has a cigarette in his mouth. So that was a fun bit of business. That was really good. In the meantime, Callie and Tyrell have also been trying to like do stuff to the Cylon Raider that Starbuck captured. And they hate her notes. They say they're real bad. And also it is very gooey and stinky inside this thing now.
Yeah.
I imagine we have not had the organic parts on ice, huh?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. No big cryo storage for a ship-size body, huh?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, my thoughts here, obviously, like, Starbuck gets it going in this episode. And also, this Raider is a plot point for another couple of episodes.
It's a going concern. Okay.
It's a thing. So, like, I know that the Raider makes it, spoilers. But even though knowing that in the back of my mind watching this, it was just like, is it just dead? Like, she cut its brain out. Like, did it have enough, like, life left in it to get her up into space and into Galactica real quick in that, like, 15-minute span? And then it took a couple days for it to die or something very slowly.
Yeah. But it appears it's not even like dead because she gets it going at the end.
Yep. It can live without a brain.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's almost like we maybe should have decentralized that brain, huh?
Just like, I don't know, low-key jealous. Anyways. Baltar pleads to Rosalind to get him off of the Galactica, but the president collapses while on the line.
Yeah, he's trying to tell her about 6.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, he tries to be like, no, that's...
I think she's a Cylon.
A Cylon.
Yeah.
Do the thing that he should have done.
Yeah. He's really worried about implicating himself by having a known associate as a Cylon, which is fair, but also, like, you didn't know she was a Cylon until she showed up on the ship can be your line. And just be like, oh, no, she worked as a defense contractor. Like, that's probably stuff, like, it's a whole thing. And it even, like, gives you, like, an out for if they eventually find out that you put code in or it was your program. Like, they know it was his program, actually. It was his navigation program. Gata says that in the pilot, I think.
Yeah. They know it got in there. They don't know that it was accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, this can be the person who put the exploit in to clear his name for forever very easily.
Yeah, he's just really missing an opportunity here because you think about it, we have known Cylons, right? We only have 2 for the crew of the Galactica, right? We have 3 as an audience that are known Cylons, but we have 2 as the crew. We had Leoben, who was just a rando, a total nobody. But we had Doral was the other one, right? And he was on the president's staff?
He was the PR officer aboard the Galactica.
Okay, so he wasn't on Rosalind's staff at that point. He was kind of an advisory thing for a minute before they figured him out. Or before Gaius didn't figure him out, but figured something out.
Close enough.
So, like, the crew of the Galactica is not completely oblivious to the idea of, like, we could have been close to a Cylon and never known it.
Yeah.
So if he had just come out and said it, they can believe that because they have lived that.
Yeah. Yep. After all this, we cut over to poor Billy being assaulted by the press corps.
Poor Billy. You know what's going to make me sad? I don't want any Cylon spoilers, but if Billy's a Cylon, I'll be the saddest person alive.
So
it'll hurt.
Someone sent us an email yesterday where they said that they imagined this as resting Xhafer face. So that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Billy's got the frantic press pool. He's doing his best. Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
And Doc Cottle chastises Rosalind for taking too many pills. She's made the classic blunder of the sick person.
Yeah. She tripled her ivermectin dosage, hoping it would get rid of the COVID faster, but that's not how any of this works.
Nope. And poor Billy accidentally called for help on an open channel instead of the private president channel.
Yeah, fumbles.
So everybody heard him call for Doc Cottle to get his ass over here right now.
Yeah.
And Rosalind insists that she should be back on her feet by the end of the day to calm the masses.
Yeah.
Probably fair, probably a good assessment of the situation. And then she gets offered an unpleasant shot to make that happen.
Yep. It's vitamin D. Get you going.
Yeah. B12.
Yeah,
B12's the one they push around here.
B12, yeah. B12's great.
Yeah, it actually is.
Yeah.
I like B12.
Over to Dama's quarters, he questions the timing of things as Six tries to put the moves on him.
What the fuck? Is Six just the seduction robot? Is that her function? We just send a Six in there when we need somebody to be sexy.
Yeah. The PT in 6PT actually stands for honeypot.
Oh, gross.
That's like the spies. That's the spies that use seduction. They have agency.
Oh, gotcha. Adama is making the point to Six as they're having a drink that Gaius has a point that this is a little too convenient.
Yeah. Just in time.
She got her evidence from Dr. Eric.
So dead.
Who was so dead. The one that was on the Olympic carrier.
Mm-hmm.
And the Olympic carrier was believed to have been infiltrated by Cylons.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells Adama that she loved the doctor and tries to kiss him too.
Yep.
Six. What?
She's I'm not saying that there's anything she could say to make this work, but she talked about how she loved the doctor's wisdom and rugged features and gray hair and stuff. I don't think that works on Adama, to be clear, but at the very least, it feels a little less.
He is immediately very suspicious of all of this, as he should be.
Yeah.
He gets on the phone the second she leaves and orders them not to let her leave the ship.
Yeah, Adama's got a real strict OTP policy. So.
Okay, on Caprica, it's been 24 days.
Caprica's turned from blue to yellow.
Yeah, Sharon and Hilo are running through a stream, and they're pursued by BattleBots who I guess can't look down because they get up under a bridge, kind of. We can see, from underneath them that they're hiding beneath this bridge. And the BattleBots come up to the edge of the bridge and just look side to side and then walk away.
It's the classic sci-fi trope of evil robots being easily defeated by something mundane. In this case, crouching. In Doctor Who, Daleks are defeated by stairs. There's examples all over the history of sci-fi. Listeners, what are your favorite examples of robots being defeated by the mundane? Tell us in the Discord.
Yes, please. I love these. This is just classic.
This is the discussion I want to be having on January 20, whenever this episode. February? We're far ahead still, right? February sometime?
It's probably February.
Okay.
Give me this discussion as a birthday present,
yes.
listener. Yeah, these bots are great. I think it's a not a bad idea, right? For these purposes to build in some sort of mundanity, weak spot in your robot, right?
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to need to defeat all your robots at once.
For sure.
Got to have a failsafe.
100%. You need a failsafe. I wonder if we'll learn about a failsafe in the Cylons. Huh. Huh. safe. You tell me, right? Like if you know there's a fail safe, you put something on there, just a little sunshine, a little off bottle, just a little off switch somewhere. You tell me, right? Yeah, you tell me. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't done that bit in like a year. Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad it's back. With the second you said it, I was like, oh, here it comes. Yeah, so Gata's in his office messing with Photoshop.
Yeah.
Takes a break to hit the bathroom, and the secondhand embarrassment begins to flow once again.
I have a very strict rule in the workplace, and it is do not talk to me while I'm shitting.
For real, do not talk in the bathroom.
I do not.
Period.
I have had people I was having a conversation with follow me into the bathroom at work. And I have had to turn and be all like, I'm not having a conversation in the bathroom. It doesn't happen.
I have one exception, and that is like ladies at the sink. If we are having like a makeup issue, we are having a wardrobe issue.
Way different. 100%.
Let's take care of this as sisters together. We will stand tall. We will get through this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like your stall's out of TP. You need to bang on the wall and ask someone for some.
Of course.
100% allowed. 100% not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't talk about work while I'm shitting at work. Against the rules.
Right to jail, right away.
Don't ask me how your incriminating Photoshop of me is going. Gaius is so weird. Gaius is stalking Gata into the bathroom.
Yeah. Did you catch the song he hums?
I guess I didn't.
Gaius in here, when he before he verges small talk to make his presence known so that it's not just a voice coming out of the other stall, whistles the colonial theme song, which is also the original Battlestar Galactica theme.
Oh, I didn't notice that. But whistling a song to make it less awkward than opening your mouth and saying words doesn't actually do that.
And it's funny because it's a TV show, but can you imagine someone in the stall next to you whistling the national anthem?
I would think there's a
Today
serial killer
of all
over
days.
there.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh no! So Gaius is asking how it's going.
Yeah.
Gata's got a few hours to go, and he just keeps making it weird until Gata rushes out without washing his hands. That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah, it's bad.
At least we all acknowledge, too, that not washing your hands is a crime, because Gaius is like, what? You didn't wash your hands?
Yes.
But then apparently Six is also in another stall.
Yeah. Yeah. Shelley comes in, to which Gaius harasses her in the bathroom as well, ending with a very confused pilot who walks into the bathroom and is like, what the hell is going on? And we get the classic line, no more Mr. Nice Gaius.
I did have to give him points for that. That was pretty good.
This.
He's been waiting a while to say that.
This is an ad-lib.
Oh, good job, James.
Brava, James Callis.
You are doing very, very well. I noticed a couple things about this scene.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So when he's assaulting Six and she's trying to get past him, we know that these Cylons have superhuman strength.
Yes.
And she goes to push him and can't.
Yeah.
So questions. Is she faking it? Is she one of the Cylons that doesn't know they're a Cylon? I mean, so many things.
It could be
that
either
you
or.
wonder here. Mm-hmm.
And I think by the end of the episode, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because by the end of the episode, she does know she's a Cylon because she ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to be aware, or she just self-destructed or something. Yeah. Don't know if that's possible yet.
I was really hoping that because this episode ends on a big zoom in, and it starts on a big zoom in on the fleet and ends on a big zoom out on the fleet. I was really hoping that we would see her see that she airlocked herself or something. At the end as it was zooming out, even if it wasn't just
she's just floating in space because she doesn't care because she's a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the
that'd be so good.
like the high school senior prank of releasing the greased pigs in the hall, and they're labeled 1, 3, and 4. Just like you're going to be looking for that other pig for forever. Principal Skinner. That's the exact thing. Is Adama's going to be searching for this Cylon on the ship for forever, and she just airlocked herself immediately, and they'll never find her, and he just will never be able to sleep right because of it.
Yeah, for real. But Adama shouldn't be sleeping right in general. I keep thinking about this, like at the weirdest moments of my day, I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
About how somebody left him the weird paper that said there are 12 models of Cylons. Who the fuck did that?
Yeah.
We should be worried about that.
Who the fuck did do that? That's a great question.
We should be worried about that a lot, but Adama has never given us any indication. And it's almost like the show wanted me to forget. But I haven't.
It does want you to forget.
I have thought about it a lot, though.
God, I think they eventually tell us. Maybe.
Yeah.
So there is a made-for-TV movie that we'll be watching towards the end of our watch through that came out, I want to say, after season 4 or during close to the end of season 4, which is a bunch of stuff from the first and second seasons told from the Cylon's perspective, if memory serves.
Interesting. All right.
I think that's, I don't know. It's been, I haven't watched it since it came out, so
yeah,
it's been 15 years. So if I'm wrong on that, but I think we find out who did it then. I don't know. Someone in spoiler chat who's watched it more recently than me, tell me if I'm remembering things correctly.
Tell me where I can't see it.
Yes, exactly. Please.
Yeah. So we cut over to Tyrell, and he's still fucking with the fighter.
Yeah.
When Boomer shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And they try to talk work a little bit. He complains about it. And Boomer gets super weird with the ship. She tells him maybe he needs to treat it like a pet. And she's like, there's that part that looks like the Cylon helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Centurion helmet or the BattleBot helmet.
Yeah.
And she's like mind melding it
slowly
for a minute.
Petting it and stuff.
Yeah. And if Tyrell wasn't suspicious before, he's suspicious now, right?
For sure.
Why is he not going to somebody with that suspicion? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we did have a whole episode about witch hunts and stuff, but I think he's got some evidence.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just a big puppy.
He's a big puppy. He feels he has fifis.
Yep.
And they're not.
I wish he didn't.
Yeah. I mean, that would probably be better for him. But, here we are.
Here we are. Colonel Ty goes to hassle Starbuck.
Yeah. Ty sends Starbuck a Facebook poke to see if she's still breathing. And full disclosure, I assume this cannot mean anything other than flirting, because that's all a Facebook poke has ever meant to me. And I don't know why you'd do one if you weren't flirting. I'm looking at you, Admiral Harper, right now through my webcam. I want you to know that I had this joke written before you sent me a poke 2 days ago, calling you out by name.
Hilarious. Yeah, I was going to say, oh boy, there's a whole big group of our FOD friends that are in one big circle poke. So
yeah, I know. I've tried to I've been poked by that circle poke a handful of times, and I never poked back.
You didn't like it?
I don't poke back. No.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. I swear to fuck, everyone who listens to this podcast is going to poke me now.
Yep. You have ruined it, sir.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I see what you're doing, and I want you to know that it's all flirting. Every single one.
But you know what? Even though he is using this psychology on her, and she knows that it is the flirting, she falls for it.
100%. The reverse psychology totally works.
Yep. So All I'm saying is maybe you better be a little scared of the circle poke, Xhafer.
Over in Adama's quarters, Gaius tells the commander he is convinced that Shelley is a Cylon. Adama asks for proof, which he would need his equipment to do, of course.
Right. But we cannot let this man touch his equipment.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a collaborator. So
Yeah.
I understand the bind that we are in.
Yeah, well, I mean, his equipment is going to say she's a Cylon, whether or not she's a Cylon.
Exactly.
Adama doesn't need him to waste and give him access to a nuke to be able to know that.
Right.
So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also pleading with 6PT in his mind here as all this is going on.
Yeah. He pleads and tells her that he loves her, like yelling in his mind palace.
As all this is going on, Gaeta sees the image come into clear view as a fire alarm is pulled, allowing Gaius to try and erase this image and or destroy the computer to no avail.
Why did we allow this man to walk down a hall by himself where there are fire alarms?
This is the thing that makes me think that this might not be a fake.
Yeah, that the image isn't a fake?
I mean, I think the bomb might be a fake, but I don't think the image of Gaius is a fake.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he's admitted that he was there, basically.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't, but he did.
Yeah.
But he's saying, like, I was there, but they put a bomb in my hand.
It's still
That's
the mainframe
not...
the day before the Cylons. Yeah, it's still not good luck.
Right. That's not helpful. So, yeah, the image is probably real. Gaius breaks in during this fire alarm.
Yeah.
And this is, again, bravo, James. Like,
so good.
Amazing acting. Like, he is smashing the keyboard like I can't get my SAS code to run. And these keyboards are also cool. He is throwing shit at the monitors.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love when he like goes and unplugs the computer, but the one monitor is still on.
Which is, it's perfect for Adama to walk in, have him be arrested, and the one monitor is just there with his image hanging out on it.
Yeah.
Well, great constructed shot. Beautifully well done.
All of it is really good. So he gets taken down to the brig, and I really have to apologize. I take a breath before I say Starbucks' name every single time because I write her name in my notes as S-Bucks. I'm trying not to say S-Bucks.
S-Bucks.
Which is the ticker symbol for Starbucks.
Starbies.
We should just call her Starbies.
Starbie.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Starbies makes it to the fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And she crawls back into the ship meat.
Yeah.
It's revenge of the ship meat. Hates it, obviously. It's so gooey in there.
It can't smell good.
No. It's got to be gross.
It's got to be so gross.
And she manages to get the engine going.
Yep.
She knows the right tubes to pull or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad she didn't have to suck on the oxygen tube.
Oh, me too.
I thought that might have been the thing.
That can't be good for you at this point, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be germs all over that now. Like things growing and...
Bathe me in Lysol after I come out of the fucking Raider.
Yeah, you need like the Star Trek Enterprise decon chamber.
Yeah.
Just be rubbed all over with blue gel.
I need the sexy blue gel. Give me the sexy blue gel, please. Mm-hmm. It won't be sexy, but I will be clean.
Yep. Yep.
Over in Galactica's brig, the president goes to visit Gaius and ask him why he betrayed humanity. She has known it was true the second she heard it.
Huh.
She knew he was ick and is right.
Yeah, this is weird.
This is such an important scene. This scene pays off in like, I'm not going to say how many episodes exactly, but this scene, remember this scene.
I think she stresses too that she knew he was somehow involved.
Yeah.
She's not saying, like, I knew you were a Cylon or whatever. Yeah. But, like...
You betrayed us, though. You are a betrayer.
She wishes him that the gods will have mercy on his soul.
Yeah.
Once again. Polytheism.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt weird about this scene because I was like, how did you just know, Rosalind?
Mm-hmm.
How did you just know?
Oh, some implication. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows.
Yeah.
Maybe she knows.
And again, intuition sometimes is wrong. So is she just stupid or is she Cylon?
Hello and welcome back to Is It Stupid or Is It Cylon? Presented by Cuisinart.
I don't know. Just trying to shoehorn a drop in there.
It's what they're there for. Over on Caprica Blue, it's Sharon's turn to nap. But instead of napping, they decide to sleep. Together.
Xhafer did the appropriate hand motions.
Yeah.
2 fingers up and then down.
Yeah.
With that, just so you know.
It's some of that good old thunderstorm red spine fucking.
Oh, did she have a red spine? Did I miss it?
She did have a red spine. Yep.
Oh, damn, I was writing notes.
I forgot that they still tried to do this.
I knew this was coming, right?
Yeah.
Because we've, for a couple of episodes, been taunting Sharon about how he doesn't love
I guess
you and
that's
whatever.
a bit presumptuous. We don't know if this really works for either of them, but
yeah. But they've been like taunting Sharon about you can't make him love you or whatever. Yeah. And they were coworkers before.
Mm-hmm.
It's conceivable to have a crush on a coworker. That's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
And then they're put in this high stress situation where they think they're like 2 of the last, at least military people alive on Caprica. I don't think for 24 days they haven't said anything about other survivors that they've actually found and seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's conceivable that Hilo could like gravitate toward this one other person that he's with.
The one human being he's known for the last 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you make friends with a group of people just because you have to be around them. So it's like, well, it's more pleasant to be friends with you than not.
Yeah.
And so they're just being pushed a little higher in the pressure cooker.
Yeah. It's, once again, trauma bonding.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
It's a shame that's at the end of the episode because that'd be a great full circle moment.
Trauma bonding.
Gaius prays here. We go to Gaius. He actually prays.
On his knees at the bedside.
Yep. This is his moment of true desperation. And in it, 6PT comes to him. And on cue, Gaeta comes to release him. He has found evidence of the forgery. As they leave the brig, we cut over to Adama and Ty, who are searching the fleet for Shelley, but she somehow isn't anywhere to be found.
Yeah. We see that there's no Gaius in a foxhole. Like, when the bombs are falling, he's gonna get on his knees. And that's sure suspicious.
The timing of everything? It's almost divine, isn't it?
Almost.
Serendipitous.
I'm not convinced.
What providence?
We left out one little detail.
Yeah?
In between scenes. Boomer goes to her locker.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Someone has painted Cylon on it.
In the same yellow paint that Starbuck wrote her name on the radar on.
Oh, I still think that was duct tape.
It might have been duct tape, but
It's fine. Yeah.
Huh.
And that's Sharon and Hilo, it's like juxtapositioned with their like boning.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I was too busy making jokes.
Yeah, but Boomer's really upset. She says it's not true. But girlfriend, even you should be able to tell by now. Like,
you
were fiddling with a bomb under your seat. WTF?
How do you not know? Oh, she does. She does know. She
Yeah.
just can't know.
Yeah.
Because her
Very
brain is literally
strange.
programmed to not let her know.
Yeah. I wonder if it would self-destruct if she found out. Like, I guess maybe I'm being colored a little bit by how I was interpreting the bomb scene at first, where I thought that she was like self-destructing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, 6BT is back. Shelley is gone. And Gaia specifically asks 6BT, was she real? Was she ever really here?
Yeah.
And just crickets.
Yeah. I'm just going to take my dress off so that way you don't think about things.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I got a couple more. I got
Why?
some. She tells him to use his head. No, the other one. Okay, maybe I don't have a couple more. Maybe I just got one. Okay, that's fine.
That's all right. It's good enough.
Yeah, we got there. The president has a press conference clearing Gaius's name, making him more popular than ever.
Yeah, interesting of her to do that when she just said, I know you were involved somehow.
Yeah.
I know that you were involved somehow.
I know that you were involved. You are guilty of something, and I don't know quite what. I didn't think it was this, but I knew it was something, so it might be this. Yep.
Yeah. And we're just going to clear his name. I mean, you probably don't like public relations in this tenuous fleet situation. Don't have a lot of choice.
Well, he's like a celebrity outside of being a survivor. Like,
right.
if he were on trial for treason on Caprica, not the silent attack never happens, it would be all over the news. Like, he is a famous dude. So you might have to do this extra step.
Yeah.
Compared to like Duwala that no one knows.
Yeah.
Or like if Tyrell's guy who's in the brig was pardoned.
Right. No, who cares?
Yeah, you wouldn't have this step.
Yeah.
But people know Gaius.
Right. So she has to do something.
Yeah.
I get it. You can't just quietly sweep anything away.
You've been saying his name in past press conferences like, oh, great scientist Gaius Baltar, hope of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I just wonder if the next episodes we're going to see any of that suspicion remaining.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. I hope it doesn't get just dropped like a hot potato.
I mean, without spoilies, does Rosalind seem like the forgetful type?
No. No, she does not.
No, she does not.
She's a very smart mom.
Yeah.
Very clever mom. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, time to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 12 colonies.
I mean, I kind of want to give it a 6 just because of 6.
You can give it two 6s and give it a 12.
Oh, I can't give something a 12 that made me feel so uncomfortable for most of the episode.
That's fair. 100% that's fair.
I'm going to give it a 6 because I find that amusing.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 9 because that's 1.5 6s, which is what we have in this episode.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I like it.
All right.
I like it. I'll drink to that.
Numbers. Yeah. All right. Well, next week, we are not watching season 1, episode 8, Flesh and Bone.
Not yet.
I thought that was this episode. That was another sex joke.
Oh, I get it.
Double arrows down again. All right. No, we're not going to be watching season 1, episode 8, Flesh and Bone. We have our movie break. And for our movie break, what we're going to do this season, we're going to do the same thing. We pick actors. I picked a good movie and a bad movie for a couple different actors. We decided Edward James Olmos was the first. We were going to put a poll up asking if we should do the good one or the bad one. But when the good one for Edward James Olmos was Blade Runner, it's too perfect.
Right.
So no poll because it's too perfect. I mean, it's got Edward James Olmos and a whole plot where you don't know if someone is a robot or a human. Like, can you ask for more?
It's basically this show.
Yeah. I'm sure it won't at all be depressing given what day it is. Oh, fuck, we're back.
Oh, no, we did it again.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sad again.
Oh, boo.
Thanks, Xhafer.
I guess we'll watch Blade Runner next week, and it won't be depressing.
Womp womp.
I mean,
there's ways to make jokes about Blade Runner, right?
Yeah,
I hope.
we'll make some Blade Runner jokes. And if any of you are nerds, we're watching the final cut. Just getting that out there.
Apparently it matters, yeah.
I'm told it matters. I'm sure I've seen different cuts throughout the course of my life, but the final cut is what we'll be watching. So,
yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So that's that. We have to do a couple of things. One, this is the first episode we've recorded since Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions started coming out.
I know.
So,
it's so exciting, isn't it?
Why don't you talk about Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions for a minute? And give Cool Girls the Who Are You bump.
Yeah. So Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions. It's myself, Xhafer's partner, Beth, and Ben's wife, Glow.
Yeah.
And we are working our way through a dude TV show. Hopefully we will also work our way through many other dude TV shows. But following the last time on, like, ethos, we are skipping a bit. Yeah. We're skipping around a bit. Because honestly, guys, I don't have the time to watch 4 whole seasons of Airwolf. Like, are you insane?
Yeah.
It has been a really good time. So far, we have reached season 4 of Airwolf.
In recording, yeah. I think the 3rd episode came out as of our conversation right now. The 2nd episode came out.
Yeah.
And by the time this airs, I think you'll be on like 5 or 6. So they'll still be a couple episodes away from season 4.
It's fantastic. We're having so much fun. The unexpected thing that I found in watching these shows with these 2 other ladies is that we can kind of see hints of feminism that we didn't expect in the masculine show. And I don't know that they always intended it to be there.
So I have watched exactly 1 episode of Airwolf, and it was the one you guys just covered.
Oh, really? Okay.
With the hospital and the amnesiac.
Yeah.
I will go out on a limb and say that any feminism is accidental.
Yeah. And so when you listen to that episode, there's some other interesting things about it that I shared with the ladies after I did a little bit of Googling. Okay. I tried to not do any too spoilery Googling, but yeah, I think it's accidental. But when you look back on the show with the today lens, with the things that we know now and different understanding that we have of the universe, it's like, oh, I see you stepped into something there that you didn't intend. And that's been a lot of fun, like uncovering that and finding a little kernel of gold inside of just a mountain of shit. Yeah, so come on over to Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions. We're currently watching Airwolf. I think we haven't settled on what we're going to watch next. There are lots of contenders out there, though. I've heard Miami Vice thrown around as a thing we need to see. Mm-hmm. There was 1 episode of Viper that launched it all.
Which we're covering over on Last Time On right now.
Yes.
And that show's absurd. It's so much more than I ever thought it could be.
Brilliant. Wonderful. Yeah, we had a great time talking to each other about the episode of Viper we watched. So we were like, let's just keep doing it. Yeah. Let's just watch a little more something. And it started with Airwolf, but we're going to keep it going with something else. So come on over.
Yeah, go check out Cool Girls Don't Look at Explosions. You can find them on literally all the podcatchers you can find this podcast that you're currently listening to on, except for YouTube, to be perfectly honest. I need to set that up for you guys. That's my B.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done that yet. I need to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check them out. It's a lot of fun podcast. I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes.
I have too. I don't go back and listen to many episodes of things I record. We've had this discussion of like, cannot stand to hear myself.
Yeah.
But those ladies are just so funny. I just want to hear it again sometimes.
It's
not that you and I aren't funny. But
I mean,
you know what I mean?
We try. That should be our t-shirt. We try. Anyways.
Exactly.
No, it's been a lot of fun. It's nice to have a podcast with people that I know that I'm not on. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's why I love Last Time On.
So, yeah, we should probably say some thank yous. Thanks, Jeremy, for our theme music. We appreciate the hell out of it. You can find more of Jeremy's work at jeremysiegel42.bandcamp.com and on streaming services as Nuclear Jaguar.
Oh, and I have a comprehensive list
of all of
Jeremy's
the
bands that he's currently playing with.
Fantastic.
So first up, you have The Savants.
Okay.
Next up,
Smart
you
guys.
have Persons Unknown.
Who are they?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
And The Late Night Losers.
Oh, man. The Late Night Losers is a great band name.
It feels like a ska band to me. I really want it to be a ska band where he gets to trombone a lot.
I hope it's a ska band. That's a great band name. I love that. That's up there with Free Beer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great band name. But go listen to Jeremy's music. You can't find any of mine online. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Jeremy's great. And thank you to Angry Dick Time Machine on Instagram for our podcast artwork.
Yeah, Aaron put in some work this time, didn't you, bud? Appreciate it. Sorry for all that.
Oops.
Thanks for editing and making us sound coherent. We appreciate it.
And thanks, listener, for being here. If you want to join the conversation, please find us at the Discord. It should be in your show notes. If it's not, email us at whoareyoub5@gmail.com.
Get on that Discord. Maybe you can buy t-shirts there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm going to try. Ooh, we'll see what happens. All right, Internet. We'll see you next week.
Bye.